So if you couldn't tell by now, Nintendo are the kings of left field. They'll have announcements when you don't expect them at all, and they'll just drop things whenever they feel like it, and they've always kind of just done things on their own terms and not really as much when you kind of expect them to do something. And today was one of those days, as today, earlier in the morning, Nintendo dropped a very interesting type of video that I've never really seen them do before, where it was just a spooky, cryptic, kind of weird 15-second video that they dropped on pretty much all of their social media platforms. And it was weird because they did this from all of the accounts. It wasn't like something that just Nintendo of America was promoting or Nintendo Europe or anything. No, even the official like Nintendo Japanese account posted this. They all posted everything about this at the same time. And so what I'm talking about is this video that Nintendo uploaded just called Emio, and if we take a look down at the description, it just says who is Emio in terms of a hashtag, and that's it. There's no website, there's no information, there's nothing, and it's just kind of weird because if we take a look at the video, it's just this very kind of spooky video with this guy in a suit, and then he's got a paper bag over his head with a weird like spooky smiley face on it, and that's it. And then it zooms in on his hands, and then there's like a really cryptic kind of weird smile towards the end, and then it just ends. That's pretty much it. That's the whole video. So this was a very kind of shocking, weird thing for Nintendo to drop on a Wednesday morning. Like, of course, like I said, kings out of left field. Nobody was expecting this, and it's definitely kind of weird because if it's teasing a new game, you would think like, why wasn't this in the last Nintendo Direct that happened a few weeks ago? This could have been like a really crazy new announcement. But then I got thinking about it, and I was like, with everybody talking about this right now, because literally everybody is kind of like, Nintendo, what in the world is this? Like, because we have no idea. It's just this weird, creepy guy that we're seeing right now. And I realized that like everybody talking about this right now is probably what they want because this is really good promotion and marketing for whatever this is. Like, even if this is kind of just a smaller tier game or something for them, just seeing everybody like flipping out over this, going over how it's spooky and how it's so random and everything, that's creating a lot of buzz right now. Everywhere on Twitter, everybody's talking about this Emio game. So I do think it's kind of interesting that Nintendo decided to do a reveal like this, and I figured we could talk about this a little bit as well. As the first thing that I noticed right away here is like when the video starts, you can see right here it's rated M for mature in the sense that it's a 17 plus game, whatever this game is going to be. And even if we take a look down here at the video, it's actually age restricted by Nintendo themselves, which means I'm pretty sure you have to log in to be able to see this video, and nobody can just like click on it and be able to watch it directly. And I'm pretty sure you have to be 18 and up to be able to watch this video. And I mean, the crazy thing is this video doesn't really have anything like really bad in it. There's not like blood or gore or anything like that they're showing in the video, but it's still age restricted even just because of this creepy guy. Now, that's the thing, is like we're really kind of wondering what this could be, because it seems like this could actually be some type of potential horror game or spooky game that Nintendo is making. And if that's the case, that definitely makes me very excited, because that's like one of those types of genres that Nintendo doesn't really kind of go into. I can't really think of like a Nintendo horror game, and especially if this is first party, because we don't know who the developers are. I don't think it's first party, but even if it's like another studio that's making this game and it's going to be a Switch exclusive published by Nintendo, that's still really cool as well, because I can't really think of that many like rated M, like 17 plus games that we have as Switch exclusives. The only one that comes to my mind is Bayonetta, and I mean, that's pretty cool too, but even Bayonetta 1 I'm pretty sure was on the Xbox. Only Bayonetta 2 and 3 are exclusives, I think, but that's the point, is like that we don't really have that many like rated M games by Nintendo as Switch exclusives and just Switch games themselves. So if it is going to be some type of spooky horror game, like a Slender Man game, like a Five Nights at Freddy's type of like spooky vibe type of game, that's actually really cool. I mean, I've seen a lot of people kind of, I mean, like in PlayStation showcases and stuff, we always see like, you know, zombie apocalypse shooter horror game, and it gets kind of stale seeing it over and over. But Nintendo doesn't have anything like that. Like, we never really have that. And I think just having some type of spooky game like this, like a rated M adult themed spooky game from Nintendo, would actually be really cool. Now, I've already seen some people jumping to the conclusion that Nintendo is trying to use this to tease their next generation system and the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't think that that's the case personally. Like, even in this video right here, as soon as it starts, you see the Nintendo Switch logo at the beginning, which implies that this is a Switch 1 type of thing. Maybe there's a small chance that this could be like a cross-gen type of thing, like if it's actually going to be like a big game. Like, I don't know what this is, if it's going to be kind of like a smaller tier indie type of game and it's just something that Nintendo wants to hype up like this, or if it's actually going to be like a really cool game game and it's going to be like a full-fledged like $60 AAA game, if that's the case, then maybe it could be like a cross-gen type of game that could appear on the current Nintendo Switch and the next generation system also. But at the moment, it definitely seems like it's just a Switch 1 type of thing, and it seems like Nintendo just wants to hype it up like this, because if this had anything to do with the Switch 2 or a next-gen system, having it promoted through an age-restricted video that most people can't even see unless they log into YouTube and stuff, it definitely wouldn't be the best idea. So I really think that this is for just whatever this Emio thing turns out to be. And I found out that it actually translates to like smiling man in Japanese. So that's another thing. It's like it just means smiling man in Japanese, and obviously we can see here that it is smiling with the creepy paper bag over its head and everything. So this definitely does have me intrigued, and I'm pretty sure that's the goal here that Nintendo was trying to do, was just getting people talking about this. Now, I tweeted about this on my Twitter as well, so I put up a tweet saying, Nintendo's Emio announcement was really interesting today, and I want to talk more about it in a video, so let me know any of your thoughts here and you could be featured. How do you feel about it? Any hopes and wishes? Are you excited for the game? Reply with your thoughts down below. And so yeah, we've got Daniel here saying, I want to know what the intent is behind this. Like, is it to attract a new type of audience, or is it just to get something more diverse for their system? A lot of questions, but those are my main ones. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that's very like not typical for what Nintendo does in terms of their types of games, but at the same time, it seems like they want this to be kind of something that people see, because all of the accounts were tweeting about this. Like, it's not something that they're just promoting as like a third-party game that they're kind of making sure that people know about because it's on the system. This is like kind of something that they want to be like a big deal, because all of the accounts, Nintendo of America, Nintendo of Europe, Nintendo of Japan, all of them tweeted about it. So pretty interesting, definitely what's going on here. Anthony saying, curious to see more of this, and if it's Nintendo's take on a horror game, maybe it could even be Switch 2 footage. I don't think what we saw in like the little teaser had anything to do with the Switch 2. They showed the Switch logo and everything too, but maybe this game could come out on the Switch 2 as well. Like I said, maybe it could be like a cross-gen type of game, but I don't think it's like a Switch 2 exclusive or anything like that. LX Gear saying, it's tough to say much about it since it's very out there and different for Nintendo. It's definitely piqued my interest, and I am looking forward to what it turns out to be. Teaser is creepy. I'm not spooked by it, but it is definitely weird. And yeah, that for sure is true. Like, it was a little bit creepy and spooky and something very random from the type of stuff that Nintendo always does with their cutesy like Zelda and Mario games and all of that. So it was definitely pretty interesting. B&H here saying, I think it's really neat. Obviously, I'd like to see what the gameplay is like, but it does have me intrigued. And yeah, that's of course the big thing, is like, what's the gameplay going to be? Like, is this some stealthy horror game where we're going to be kind of hiding around and like this spooky guy is just going to jump out at us and stuff? Or is it going to be kind of a shooter game where we're going to be shooting stuff? What's the gameplay going to be? I'm sure that is definitely what a lot of people are looking forward to. And then we've got Tara saying, I'm excited. I hope it's a good horror game. For sure. I mean, if it's a good thing for Nintendo, like if this turns out to be something really good and a lot of people love it, can you imagine like this character getting into Smash Bros, like Emio in Smash? And I've already seen some memes about that too, so that would be really funny. Maybe this could turn into like a whole series for Nintendo and we get like Emio 2, Emio 3. That could be awesome as well. And then lastly, Ace just saying, I wonder if this is going to be like Nintendo's take on a survival horror game, but more psychological, like a Silent Hill, rather than something cartoony like Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion is kind of like a spooky vibe game, but it's not really like horror in the sense of like it's a rated M game or anything like that. So if this is actually going to be like a Dead by Daylight and some type of actual horror game, this could be really cool for like the adult kind of audience that Nintendo has on their systems as well. So I am very much intrigued as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what this game turns out to be, because it definitely got everybody's attention today. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel, as well as I'm definitely going to have some more videos talking about Nintendo stuff, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this. How do you feel about this weird, spooky, cryptic Emio game that Nintendo just randomly decided to shadow drop in terms of a reveal trailer today? What do you guys think about it? Are you excited for this game? Are you looking forward to learning more about it? Or are horror games just not your thing and you don't really care about anything? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. But if you don't have anything to say about this, just comment your favorite emoji down below for some engagement. I would really appreciate it. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero if you ever want to be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.